The legislators here. Okay,
Yeah.
Thursday, legal recreational weed. The law kicks in. In other words, it's legal, but you can't buy it in Ohio because now the politicians have to craft the law so the big money people, in my opinion, who donate to all these politicians, that they're all going to get paid. And I believe what goes on is they try to shut out the little guy by making it harder for them to get a dispensary. But if you got a big fat checkbook and you've been greasing I'm sorry, did I say grease politicians? No. Listen, there's things going on, and
there's a lot going on.
It's infuriating. Now,
yeah, it is.
Go ahead and tell everybody what you and I talked about yesterday on the phone.
So I just got word on this yesterday, and this came from the U.S. Hemp Roundtable, which is the only advocacy group in the United States, I believe, that I know of, that is doing, they're advancing the understanding and the education and protecting the right to access industrial hemp products. So because the law, which of course the Ohio citizens, they voted for it. They want legalized recreational marijuana, which I think is great. My opinion has always been marijuana. It's a plant. God put it here. Nobody should have the right to mess with it, but that's a whole nother conversation. So I'm thrilled to see these things moving in the right direction. However, now we're just getting word that with this law passing, the Senate, they want to make changes to the very wording that people voted on that passed the bill. So there's many changes, and they're not all good ones. But the one that we want to talk about today, for anyone that's using, they want to, in Ohio, they want to put a ban on full spectrum hemp-derived CBD products, full spectrum, which is what we sell, which is what health food stores sell. So here's an example. When you look at this, I just want to show this. Can you see this? This is CV Science. You see it says full spectrum hemp extract. And what that means is within the hemp, the industrial hemp plant, there's all those cannabinoids in there. There's many, and they all play a role in benefiting human health. Under the federal law, THC must be under 0.3%. 0.3%. So when people come in for full spectrum hemp extracts or whatever it might be, I mean, we have topicals, and but when they come in, and they're coming in for reason, whether it's helping them, these products are helping them sleep, whether they're helping them calm down, whether they're helping deal with some inflammation that's causing some distress and pain. Many, many people not only benefit from these products, but depend on them for their health. And we have doctors that are sending in, we have children that are on them, we have pets. I brought New Life. They have a nice pet CBD, and you see it says full spectrum. When we talk about marijuana, that THC content is elevated. That gives it the psychotropic activity. Well, that's fine, but not everybody wants that or needs it. And I do believe THC in its own right has some benefit, but at any rate, for what we're talking about, now the Ohio senators want to ban the sale of full spectrum hemp CBD products. I think it's awful. I think it's terrible. I think it's a bad decision, and it's absolutely not right, because so many people are using these products to benefit their health. So, you know, it's turf protection, right? Everybody wants to protect their dollars and their turf. Well, so we finally legalized marijuana in Ohio, and now they want to go after the full spectrum products. It's like, it's ridiculous.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second here. And we're going to talk about this for a little while because there's a lot to peel back. So we're going to run over today. And I'm telling you, share this podcast. It's really, really important. So the full spectrum CBD products that you sell, in the eyes of the federal government, they're legal, correct?
Yes, they are.
But the state of
As long
Ohio, who just
as lo-
passed, hold on, and the state of Ohio, who just passed legal recreational weed with THC in it,
right.
it's now legal in Ohio as of Thursday. But in the eyes of the federal government, it's still illegal.
My understanding,
No,
yes,
it is. I mean, the federal
yes.
government has
They have not, at a
no,
federal level, they
they
have
have
not
not.
approved it.
So a product that you've been selling for who knows how long, years, that's legal in the eyes of the feds. Now the state of Ohio wants to
Yes,
make it illegal. And here's what I think's going on, Claudia.
yes,
I think what's going on is the reason why it takes till next September before you can actually go to a dispensary to buy your recreational weed. Here's what I think's going on. I think the dispensary owners that are, have been political contributors for decades are all lining up to make it harder for you and any other health food store to be able to sell these products. Hey, let's shut those people out. Let's make the only way you can buy them to be legal, you have to come to a dispensary to buy the
right,
full spectrum CBD. Now, listen, this is just my opinion, but what other excuse could they give? It's a legal product today, but by
right.
Thursday, it could be illegal. And you watch and mark my words, when a dispensary opens up, they're going to be selling it. Watch it.
Well, we'll see. Because right now, what dispensaries sell are, high THC content in their products. And not everybody wants that or needs it. So we'll see if they actually are selling it at dispensaries. And here's the thing. We just got an alert, which we are going to post from the U.S. Roundtable, Hemp Roundtable yesterday. So there's a lot of conversation that's been going on since the law passed. But when the roundtable sent this out, which I have a lot of respect for this group, this is right now, this is a new conversation that we're just learning. And, it's always important to Denny and I that we give out accurate information. So there's a lot of changes that they want to make to the law that was just passed. But I don't know enough of the conversation, so that's why we're not going to talk about a lot of many of the other changes. But when it comes to this full spectrum hemp situation, the legislators that are proposing this, they are wrong. They're on the wrong side of the fence. They're protecting the dispensaries, and they should be protecting the public. So we're encouraging people because they want to get this thing through. They want to make all these changes to the law that just went through.
That makes no sense. Here's what people believe it's going to be, and now they're going to change it to favor all of the donors. It's what it is, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And let's face it, we all know it always goes, everything that's imbalanced in this country and really around the world, I guess, things always go back to money, power, greed. I mean, I think that's a fair statement. And if we didn't have money, power, and greed, a lot of things would be running smoothly in the United States. But there's too many legislators that are protecting business and they're not protecting the public. It's like, come on, you can do both. Let the dispensaries do what they do. Leave the full spectrum hemp alone in the stores. We have customers that have shopped at our store for years. In a million years, they have no intention of walking into a dispensary. What about those people? Where's that leave the 70 and 80-year-old people that are using a full spectrum product for their health? Where's that leave them? Or people that are giving it to their children? Are they going to walk in and get to a dispensary where there's stuff all around? They don't. So the whole thing is very sad. And this is why we wanted to talk about it today. We're asking people, please call your Ohio senators. Please call. And Governor DeWine, is my understanding is, from what I've read in several articles that I looked at between yesterday and today, he's part of wanting this ban and the changes to the wording to be fast tracked so they can get it done by Thursday, because the law goes in effect Thursday. Well, this is a big conversation, and I hope they get so many people calling them today and tomorrow saying, I am opposed to you banning these products. What are you doing? I hope they get so many phone calls that their phone's ringing off the hook. So that's what we're hoping everyone will do.
So call your state senator or your state house representative and let them know how you feel. Also, I think we have some, there it is, hemp supporter.
And the hemp
.com.
supporter, yes. And this is an important, you can go to this page through the US Hemp Roundtable, and it's a very nice site. You put your name in and whatever you do, and it'll take you to, you can send a letter, your thoughts, whatever it is, directly to
Emails.
whatever.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yes, the
That I've
emails.
done that many times. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Now,
So,
is there any chance we're going to get them on our podcast anytime soon?
well, I'd love to. I'm trying. I was hoping to have somebody today, but it was such short notice.
Right.
But hopefully, we can get
Maybe next
somebody
week.
on.
I mean,
Maybe next week.
this is pretty important. So if we can, even if we have to do a special time or whatever, we'll do it. Let's work
Yep.
around their schedule.
Yeah.
Since it's not really golf season, I'm available. So yeah, because this is just too important, and this is the kind of BS. It's why I don't do news talk radio anymore, because I got tired of the greed and the protecting and the hypocrisy, and it's just it's disheartening, and we got to stand up. We got to stand up.
We got to stand up. Sure. We can't let all these people that just want to do whatever they want to do for big business. We can't let them get away with it. So speak up, everybody. Send emails, pick up the phone, call. We've got today and tomorrow. Now, I did talk to a legislator that they, some people don't necessarily think they're going to get this all done by Thursday, but let's face it, when there's a push for big business, they do things that, aren't always wonderful. So hopefully they don't get it through by Thursday, but let them hear our voice. Call, email, get it out there. Make sure you check out the US Hemp Roundtable website. Very, very great organization.
Awesome. All right. So next week we may or may not have them on. If not, who do we have scheduled for next Tuesday?
Well, next week we are, we were going to talk about just what is gluten. Gluten is, how gluten is affecting people, and how to make your holiday goodies a little more easy on the tummy. So we're going to talk about healthy ways
Christmas treats, cookies,
Christmas
and
treats
stuff like
all
that
stuff. We're going to talk about what you can do to change up some recipes and make it less, insulting to the to your system.
So next week we'll be together over here at my house, correct?
Yes.
So does that mean you're going to bake up a bunch of goodies so Denny can try them? Do a Try It Tuesday with Denny trying these recipes? I think that's a good idea, Claudia.
Well, I'll get right on that.
Come on.
Even though I do make twice a year, I make chocolate chip cookies. It's an old recipe. We don't eat enough sugar. I don't worry about using, organic flour and all those things. But every Christmas I make these cookies, and because I've given them out to people for so long, they'll call me and say, "Hey, when are you baking the cookies? And when am I going to get my cookies?" So when I make those cookies, I'll give you some.
All right. You're awesome. All right. Great job today. That was a lot of fun. Brenda's awesome.
That was good. She's
great
terrific.
Information. So before we go, like always, I'm giving you the last word.
Well, thank you. I always appreciate it. So a lot going on. There's a lot we can do. We have to stay aware of things. We have to get involved. We have to speak up and stay dedicated to what true health is all about, because let's face it, our good health is being infringed upon in many, many ways in this country. There's things being put in the food supply. It's getting worse. Most people don't even know what they're eating, let alone what's in there. So it's all becoming a problem, and a serious problem. And when we see it affect our children, and you'll always hear me talk about the children, because we're doing them a huge disservice. We're harming them by the junk everybody's feeding them. So keep learning, everybody. Keep being willing to listen, open your mind, open your heart, and know that the power to heal is with us. It's between nature, us, and God. I will always throw God in there. I don't get into religion, but I will always honor our maker and something that's greater than all of us together. So keep the faith, everybody. Learn every day. Take it in baby steps. We're grateful to be doing this every week. We appreciate you joining in. We hope you share it. We tell your friends, tell other people, and just, keep the faith. And as I always say, shine your light and share your love. There's a lot of love in this world. So share it with others and we can make beautiful change. So we appreciate everybody and we'll see you next week. Peace.